Today on Board Game Coffee, we're unboxing Solomon Kane from Mythic Games. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Alrighty, who's ready to open some boxes? I'm a little behind the game on this one. Well, I'm legit behind the game, but I mean I should have opened this like a week and a half ago, but I've been busy. We've been putting other videos out. There's been a lot of stuff going on here. Anyways, but we're gonna open it up now, and we're gonna use the set. I didn't bother taking it down. This is the set from our My Father's Work preview. You should check that out. I rather like it. But let's get in. I'm gonna have to stand for this one. That was ridiculous. All right, here we go. Now, Solomon Kane ordered this over a year ago. I think it's been like a year and 9 days or something like that. So it's just over a year ago. So about a year ago. It was 2019. That's when we ordered it, right? I think that's when the Kickstarter was up. So over a year. I don't know what's happening. Anyways. So I lost my train of thought. I started doing math in my head and it fell apart. Ooh, I like brown boxes with titles on them. What I remember most about this campaign was I loved the video. There's probably been better Kickstarter videos since, but when it came out, I thought it was awesome. They had this whole thing with it was like a 3D animated, fully textured characters, and then they would stop and he'd pose and he'd put his gun out, and then he'd be a mini or something like that. It was something like that. It was a girl running through a forest. It looked pretty epic. I remember seeing that and being like, ooh, I want that. I think at that point in my Kickstarter life, I didn't see a lot of Kickstarter videos like that. I feel like it didn't give me a whole lot of information about the game, but it was pretty. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, the Solomon Kane, the brown box. Ooh, Solomon Kane, the other brown box. Oh, this one's big. This is I think this is the whole thing. I thought this was gonna be layers of boxes. No, this is just one big box. Okay. I wonder how many expansions I got with this. Let me tip this over. I'm struggling here. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's heavy. It's caught in the web. It's caught in the spider web. Okay. All right, so this, based on the weight alone, is a box of bricks. I'm gonna guess, well actually I don't know. Well, this is number 1, so I'm guessing the core box is in here. Can you see that? There's a number 1 printed on the side there, and this has a number 2 printed on the side. So let's open them up in order. Let's open up number 1. And I know there was a lot of expansions for this. I hope I got them all. Back in the day, I got a little sloppy. Now I'm still a little sloppy when it comes to Kickstarters, but I usually just get everything. That makes it nice and neat. But back in the day, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was a Kickstarter noob. Okay, let's take a look at this. I sadly just noticed that I didn't have the upper that camera. I didn't have it on during the initial unbrown boxing. So when I was talking about the logo, you guys had no idea. Well, this is what I mean. I like logos printed on brown boxes. That was it. So you didn't miss a whole lot. Good thing I caught that before we actually dug in. So let's do this. Start from the bottom. And it's late here. So if I start to fade by the end of this, It's not because of the game. But I did need some unboxing juice. It's on the far edge of the table, so if it falls over, it's off the table. Okay. All right, okay. I like where this is. These are big boxes. These are big boxes. Look what we got here. Can you see that? Those are large and in charge. Okay, let's take any one of them. My fingers can't get, you know what? Screw this box. Screw this box. It's coming, it's going down. This box is going down. Yeah. Screw you, brown box. Ooh, what's this? No. Be careful, don't screw you, brown box. There's like prints in here. And they came in a protective little thing. I like that. They came in with protective plastic. I'm not gonna name any names, but if you've watched other unboxings of ours, let's just say there's some prints that I've gotten that were a little damaged in shipping. So these are heavy. So I'm gonna call it here the minis in Solomon Kane. I'm pretty sure are actual clay. I'm basing that on weight alone. Or they're carved out of rock. Heavy, like dense, like a steel. They're just so heavy. Okay, so we got a few boxes here. I don't know what to, you know what? Arsenal box and a game by Jake Thornton. This looks like the core box to me. I don't know what's in there. So let's leave the Arsenal box for later. Let's just stick that over there. We got box number 2. We got these prints. Let's check out the prints. I want to see the print. Actually, you know what? No, let's look at the prints. Let's look at the prints. God, you could work out with this. Definitely work out with this thing. I don't want to see the back. There's pictures on there. I don't want to see. Let's check out what this is. Now, here's the thing. When I first saw Solomon Kane, I backed it based on the video because I thought, that looks cool. And then I had taken glimpses of it and how the board is laid out. And I was kind of reminded of like arena games, like Mythic Battles type of stuff from Monolith. Because they're irregular patterns on the base of the game board. So I thought, it's going to be like an arena combat game. That's what it is. And then I realized, well, who plays Solomon Kane? And then I learned that everybody plays Solomon Kane. Everybody plays like a different aspect of Solomon Kane, as far as I remember. From what I remember is like there's like courage, justice, prudence, and chivalry. I actually don't know what they are, but it's something like that. And then each player at the table controls an aspect of that. And there's like a Yahtzee mechanic where you roll dice and then you match the dice on your board to make Solomon do things, and then he does things. And then you can take those essences, those parts of him can actually come out as minis on the board, and then they give out like bonuses, I think. I think they do something different when they're off the board and then something when they're on the board. I'm going by a memory that's over a year old, and that's way more knowledge than I know from most games on this show. Okay, let's look at the prints. I'm rambling and the Red Bull hasn't even kicked in yet. Okay, so what do we have here? We got Solomon Kane, SK himself, fighting some dark, shadowy creature thing. Let's see if there's too much glare on that for you. There's some glare coming from here. Let me see what I can do to cover that up. Hold on. There, I'll use the box. Pretty. I use all the boxes. I'll build an anti-glare fort, because it's just shiny. So, get an idea of what it looks like. We got Solomon. We got shadowy figure guy. Let's see what's next. Oh, upside down. Oh, I'm warping like Game Topper's game mat. There you go. We got here. Maybe if I can sit this up the other way. Solid wall of Solomon. That one looks cool. You got him with some torches and some demon. Is that Sauron from X-Men? They're all that's definitely Sauron from X-Men. The guy from the Savage Land turned into a pterodactyl, which is unfortunate. But that's definitely him. And it looks like this guy's like here's his cheerleader, and Solomon's doing all the work. Kind of reminds me of that movie, The One. Was it with Jet Li? Movie's terrible. I'll ruin the ending for you because it's terrible. He ends up at the top of some mountain. He's playing King of the Mountain. He's fighting a bunch of other Jet Lis. Oh. That's my favorite one, I think. That's just cool and gross. Yeah, but look, there's no way. He's smaller than his front tooth. Sorry, Solomon. I'm on your side, buddy. I'll root for you. Where's your cheerleader now? He's gone. Cheerleader's gone. Where's this guy? Where's this guy? He's like, you can do it. And he sees this and he's like, peace out. Okay. Put those back in that protective little thing there. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. If I decorated them around the house, I'd give Brittany nightmares. Alright, set everything back up. Alright, so let's open up this one. I can't wait. Okay, alright, let's open her up. I actually haven't heard a lot about this, like since the Kickstarter. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'd like to do a playthrough and a possible review of this. At least a playthrough. But I just don't know. There's so many things I want to do. I want to do a playthrough of Street Fighter. We still got a lot of things that we've promised people we got to do first. So that's coming up. Yeah. So we gotta do that. Yeah. Okay. Lost my thumb wrap. Let go, beast. You got pinned under the weight of this monstrosity. Okay, now I'm going to tell you right off the bat a few things. I'm digging the artwork, although it does look a little low res, but I'm thinking that's the theme. It looks like it's like a filter, but I think, because this doesn't look low res, this does, but it could just be the method, the conceptual style of it. But this looks like a blown up version of something. Because look how sharp that is, and the fonts and these little straps. He looks a little low res. It's very black. All together, not bad. I'm digging the look of it. Okay. Oh, and the other thing. One of the heaviest boxes this size I've ever lifted. So, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's like Gloomhaven heavy, and it's not as tall. Now let's open her up. Okay, you know what? It was smooth. Didn't have the suction I liked. Felt a little loose, actually. I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3 as far as unliddings go. Check it out. Oh, but you're gonna get points for organization. I like that. I likey. So, what weighs a ton in this? What? Oh, is it book? I think it's books. The answer is books. I think there's a library in here. I think you get the Library of Congress with this. This is hefty. This is a heavy rule book. So, how many pages in this thing? 55? Well, in all fairness, 55 is credits and 54 is an index. But 55? Holy crap. Now there's... Jesus. Now I know I haven't heard too much about this game. People are still reading the rules. Holy crap. That's a lot. That's a lot of rules. I don't want to see the minis. Don't ruin it for me. Like, I'm excited to play because here's the thing. Solomon Kane, right there, has got an awesome, like, how does it? The game mechanic, the premise, what this is selling me as far as game mechanics, where everybody is controlling Solomon Kane and we all control a different aspect of his personality, I think is awesome. And that whole thing where you roll dice to, kind of like dice throwing, where you roll dice to trigger abilities and you can give leftover dice to people or save them for yourself. I'm going by memory. So, and I think you can bring those aspects, or whatever the hell they're called, into the battlefield and we'll give them bonuses. I like all that. I think it's a really cool idea that the entire table has to control this one person. And it's campaign based. So I'm guessing there's a lot of campaign stuff here. So the campaigns, I don't know how long they play. I can't remember what it said in the Kickstarter. But yeah, it's this whole campaign-y thing that we work through as a group. But it looks very battle-y and combat-y, which is cool. It doesn't, from what I remember, it didn't look like a game that had like a whole bunch of, like, say, like zombies or demons you had to slay. It looked like it had a bunch of like bigger ass, more meaty encounters. But maybe that's just what I remember. Okay, let's get into it. I've talked enough. I don't know what to open. This is very well organized. It's nice insert. Oh wait, that's the weight of the box right there. This is a phone book. A book. Wow, that's heavy. Okay, so let's just open that up. Let's see what kind of books we got here. Sure, one of them's a Yellow Pages. That's a lot of book. Is there a lot of story in this? I didn't get the sense that there was supposed to be a lot of story. I thought it was one of those campaign-y things that were like, go get the key or the relic to thwart the demon and then start demon thwarting. That's what I assumed it was. Let's check these out. Okay. Rattle of Bones storybook. Some neat lard in the back. Excuse the glare, but yeah, it's just a rule book right now. If it gets bad, I'll turn off the overhead lights. Okay, so let's put that there. Smart of them to stack them that way. Avoid the binds. Oh yeah, these are all storybooks. So let me get a closer look. So I'm guessing these are all campaigns that you would go through. That's a lot. And this is just one box. Ooh, this is a thick one. Skulls and the Stars. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, so they're broken up into stories, chapters, scenes. I don't know. I just don't know what's happening here, but there's a lot of it. We got here. Ogre. L-Ogre. Logre. L-Ogre. I-Ogre. Is that I? Looks like an L. Okay. The Haunted Mountain. Those are the worst. It's kind of like The Hills Have Eyes. But with ghosts. That's what I assume. Except it's actually monks. And a basket of, or whatever that is, like Marcellus Wallace's soul. Pulp Fiction fans out there? Oh, Death's Black Rider. Okay. Yeah, you gotta get the idea. I don't have to go through the inside of them since I'm just flipping through. You see the covers? Ooh, is that Fenris? That's what it looks like. The Beast of the Bordeaux. And this is a thick one. Look at that one. Ooh. Blue Flame of Vengeance. Sorry, I gotta flip, like, that's a lot of content in that one. Holy crap-a-doodle. Okay, well, they did not skip on content. Let's check out these. You know what I don't see in here? Minis. The other boxes are for? I'm pretty sure the minis are a must. I don't think they're optional. Unless they're underneath this thing. I don't think so. Okay, so this is your game board pieces. So as you can see, we got your assembly sort of game board. Oh, and they're double-sided. So I'll go through these quick. Just kind of give you an idea what to expect as far as environments go. I'm not a fan of this whole like pre-rendered 3D thing when it looks this cheesy. It's been done well in other games, but here it's not buying it. It's kind of like, I worked with a lot of 3D students, and it's got that kind of 3D student vibe to it. That one's not as bad, but it's cleaner, so I like that one better. I just didn't like that bridge. This I don't mind. Oh, dining room set there. It's very, very neat. Oh, broken plate. I have a similar rug in my house. And some busts over there. Ooh, that's a nice rug. I show that to Brittany. Maybe we'll get that in my house. All right, let's see the back of them. At the back we got some other details. Oh, like a bedroom. There's a forest. Tells that like scary tree. We're looking at the yard. Can't really make out what the hell that is. Just kind of like outdoorsies and roxies. These are really dark. It's kind of hard to make out what's going on there. I think this is watery because we got smooth lines versus, if you notice, we got like smooth lines and like this looks like a watery area. Very jagged lines and it looks like the rocky area. And then inside where everything is very lined up parallel, you got all these like straight lines. Interesting. And this is where straight lines start meeting, like the shack doesn't, like the straight lines, but they're kind of a little more all over the place versus the inside of the big fancy house. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, cool compass. Where that goes. Just leave that in there for now. We got some dice. We'll be testing those. We got these. Now, as far as the cards go, since this is a campaign game, I won't be going through all of them, so there's no spoilers. Flick through a few, kind of give you the gist, and then we'll move on. Okay, let's continue with what's in here. What do we got in here? Okay, we got some plastic bits. Oh yeah, that compass, by the way, is plastic. Big old plastic compass. And then here, it kind of looks like a well. It's only pretty on one side. And they got letters. Z, X, Y. And then we got numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, but no. 1, 2. There you go. If I remember correctly, these are what you put on those different, like, these are what you assign different players. How can I say this? The different aspects of Solomon, you put, like, this aspect's going to go first. That one's going to go second. That one's going to go third. It's going to go fourth. I believe that's what there are. There's turn markers. We got these. Okay. Don't know what those are. But we got 4 of them. Actually, look at them closely. I think that's the one for justice. So these are probably go with the different aspects of him, whatever they are. There's a lot of little holies there. I wonder what goes in there. Minis, maybe? That'd be cool if each one stands in there. Is there anything under here? I gotta check if there's anything under here. Negative. Anything glued at the bottom? No. You always gotta check. Okay, so we got cards. So we got a lot of cards. And they're kind of like held up on these things, which is kind of weird. Why are they on these? I don't know. I guess so they're easier to reach, but why are they that deep? I don't know. There's so much I still don't know. There's a little empty box. Okay, well, let's start looking through some stuff. we got these. I'll just take one of each because they are just blank dice. But hold on. Dice are dice. Do they work? I have no idea. Do they? I have no idea if they work. These are, I believe these are what the players roll to determine what their characters or aspects, or what the hell they're called, personality traits, can do. I'm really stuck on this memory of like them being different personality traits of Solomon Kane. So if I'm wrong, like, forgive me. So we got a lot of these. They're nice, actually. They don't seem quite black, but really dark. And then we got a cross. I think the cross is supposed to be like a wild, if I remember. A heart, circle, thorny crown thing, and I think that's all of them. Oh, do we see that? Yeah, we did. So there's a bunch of those. They're all the same. A handful of them. Let's test those. Oh, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. Those look fantastic. That's a nice little holder for them. Okay, so we saw this was empty, but it clearly holds cards or something. Cards of some sort. Tall cards, it looks like. Okay, now, where do we start? Let's look at some of these. I'm not going to go through all of them. I know there's been kind of like mixed views on should I go through all the cards or should I not. And this time I shall not. Virtue. There you go. They're not attributes. They're virtues. Virtue actions. Sins, darkness. There you go. That's just the black card. Okay, so I'm guessing this is like, oh, this looks like sorting cards. Like, that's why there's not a lot of artwork on it. I'm pretty sure that's all that shows up. I think these are the cards used to sort organizers. Organizers, tabs. That's what they are. Size works out. See? Stick them in there, and they stick out a bit at the bottom. So that's what they are for sure. You know, I'm gonna, one second. All right, we've changed up the camera so I could be a little more comfortable on going through these. All right. I do want to go through some of these just so you can see the artwork on them. Are they double-sided? Man, they are. Let's go through. I'm gonna see if they're just text, I'll skip them, but I do want to stop on the art. So there's this kind of thing. There's a bunch of those. Don't know what those do. Those rolls, I don't know what happens there. So we can put these back on top because I don't know if those have to be in a certain order. It's on the other side of these. Oh, more of those. Well, those are A's. Versus these are B's. Okay. All right. And, oh, these are A's too. Do they have a picture on the other side? No. Some of these are A's on one side and B's on the other. Okay, then we have these guys. Let's put those there. Now, if I had to guess, fight effects is where this would go. Fight effects cards would go, or vice versa. Okay, so those are the back of your fight effects. They all look the same. There's a lot of these, so I'm just going to go through a few of them, just kind of skim through them, because they're all like text saving. There's just so much in this game that it's either you do all of it or none of it. So I'm just going to skip through a few of these. And honestly, it's getting really late here. So, there you go. So that's that kind of thing you're going to get with the fight effects. I'm guessing this is kind of like one of those Batman situations where, or this isn't the core box. I don't know, because like Batman, Monolith Batman, where it's like you need the core box is 2 boxes because there's no minis in here. So I don't know if this is the core box or if this just I don't know. So the minis have got to be somewhere. Okay, so I believe each virtue has its own card set of cards. That's Providence. Oh, I think that's what you put the dice on. And I believe there's that's interrogation and elegance. So that's what abilities you use if you're controlling justice. Or not justice. Was that justice? No, that was prudence. Prudence. And then we got virtue cards. Oh, they're all virtue cards. How did I know that was different? Oh, because the back said Providence on it. Temperance. I would have never guessed that one. Only 2 cards for Temperance. So I'm taking more time with these because there's not that many of each one here. So we got some Justice. If I look at Prudence wrong, was there 2, or Providence? I keep saying Prudence. Providence. Nope, there was actually 4 Providence cards. Alright, I'm sure I didn't get that wrong. Ah, there's Prudence. So, there you go, I didn't make it up. It was. So it's somewhere. So I got 1, or I've already missed it. Oh, they're all kind of mixed up. Okay, so let's just look at the back of these, just the art, interest in the artwork. And I believe you've seen all the artwork. They have a bunch of them. I think there's just some sorting to be done. Oh, those are different stuff there. Yeah, these are a bunch of different levels because there's cards where they need 1 die, cards that need 2 die, 3 die. Can I get an idea? This works. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll sort those out later because I'm pretty sure I made a mess of those. What are these? Okay, that looks creepy. Kind of like a paper mache skull. Made one of those in school once. Did not look as cool as that, but more terrifying. Omen. Alright, so there's one if you want to read. It's 4K, you can pause. The backs are numbered sins 1 to 7. 7 deadly sins? Makes sense. That makes sense. I see where they're going with it. Okay, so these, since they were wrapped together, they will go back together. Gotta say, I'm a little concerned about the tipping of this box. I have, that doesn't seem like it goes back. Did I do something wrong? Oh, this looks like it's... They don't fit back in those little plastic things as well as they did without them. I don't know if I should leave those in or take them out. I don't know. Maybe. No. I don't know. I don't know how much I need those in there. I'm afraid this is going to be... I put it in backwards? No? Yeah, that's not right. Afraid this is going to be like my Dominion big box. If you have the Dominion big box, and it's got a nice tray inside it, But you tilt it from flat to this, and it's done. You're done. Those cards are gone. Like nothing will stay in its tray. It'll all fall apart. It's a disaster. And that's what I think would happen with this. I like it, but I think it's got to stay flat. That's my initial. Maybe those things can go on top and pin them down. I don't know. Okay, so this is darkness. So these are all darkness cards? Yes. Nice artwork on that. And then, a little look you see at some of these. Ooh. Okay. What's the back of these? Are these all the same? Yeah, events? I'm guessing these are all going to be events? Yeah, I guessed right. And based on him, I don't think events are good. It's not like there's going to be like a kid's birthday party and a piñata or anything. Like a Solomon Kane piñata. Be some weird, messed up looking stomach with teeth. Okay. No, more darkness cards. This is more the same. Possibly. Hold on. This is a little like that. I thought it was a 2-dot thing. It's not. It's just part of the decorations. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at there for a second. Okay, so looks like more of this, more darkness cards. Don't know why they were separated in their wrappings, but I don't know. I don't know how things are manufactured. Yeah, what I was saying is like these don't sit in flush anymore in those things. I don't know if they were just there for show. I don't know what the plastic things at the bottom are for. Little plastic holders. Wow, these are long cards. They won't fit on my screen. So lay them down, put them sideways. Oh, they're not cards. They're more dividers. They're dividers, just like the other ones. Because you see we got a few symbols on there. Mountain, a flame, a horsey. Torch. Stars. Oop, skulls. Okay, so there's a few. Different symbols there. Oh, wolf. Almost missed the wolf. Toblerone. What was it? Cousin... Was it Cousin It? No. Cousin It was the fur. And then this Thing was the hand? Thing was the hand, I think. Cousin It was the fur. The hairball. Oh, so these are Act 1, Act 2. Well, I think each chapter is broken up to acts. So yeah, there's the Ogre. L-Ogre. Logre? Whatever. You guys can correct me in the comments. Alright, so now these I don't think I'm going to open. Because these are story specific. And they're big. You know what? I'm going to open one just to see if there's anything like just crazy in there. Like a recipe for cookies or something. Anything. You guys watch Friends? That episode where Phoebe was trying to figure out was there like her aunt or grandma Toulouse or whatever? It was Toll House cookies. She's trying to figure out the recipe. That was awesome. Okay. So that's what you're looking at. You don't have to read them if you don't want to. That's it. So a lot of text. I'm not going to, I don't want to give anything away, so we're just gonna let those go. So that's what those are. There's a lot of that. So there's a lot of campaigning to do. Because, yeah, look, they match the symbols. Horsey. So you see where this is going. Toblerone. Okay, so let's put those away. And those, since those are so tall, I think that's what goes in this box. And there's more here, right? Okay, so check it out. That's all. Are those all campaigns? It's large. There is a lot of content, and this is just one box so far. A lot of stuff. So those are the other symbols we're looking at. And they all tie up to those. Actually, not all of them. I was about to say they all tie up to those books. Like, I just remember. I don't remember all of them. I remember Skulls and the Stars. I remember that one. What's this? Oh, player aid. Let's check out the player aid. Oh yeah? I like that. So there's our player aid. I'm sure they're all the same. Okay. I would I know I mentioned that the rule book was big, but if I don't know, I'm assuming maybe it's because maybe players control different, the different virtues. Maybe the different virtues control different. I don't know. It's a lot of rules. It's a lot of rules. 55 pages. Whew. It's a lot. Where do you go? Good. I'm assuming wherever I put them, the card dividers will be easy to find. There you go. Okay, so that's it for that box. So there was no minis, a lot of cards, a lot of books, a lot of books. So let me just toss this back in here before everything gets lost. And now we're gonna open up the Arsenal box. That sounds cool. Admittedly, unboxing this one, not as exciting as I was expecting, but a lot of the game looks good. Like, as far as like this looks like a lot of game, I'm in. I'm sold on that. But as far as just like cool things to see when you open a box, that's why there's so many boxes. I'm assuming the cool stuff's in here. See, and when I say cool stuff, I mean like visual cool stuff to show for an unboxing. Play-wise, I have no idea if it's cool. Could be good. Could be good. I'm hoping it's good. Because, like, this wasn't free. I hope it's good. Because, let me tell you a little tip. If I get a Kickstarter and I paid a lot for it and it's not good, I can't tell Brittany. There we go. You know what I noticed? There was a quick start guide kind of like stuck to the top of the lid of the Solomon Kane box, which I didn't even realize. And considering the rule book is 55 pages, look at this thing. It's like a pamphlet that they give you like on the subway. Which I appreciate, but how is this? I don't understand. I don't understand how you go from 55 pages to this. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, you know, hey, moment of possibilities. Hey, let's open up the Arsenal box. This is where the cool stuff is. Get off. Alright, so we got some guns and we got some swords. I get a very, this whole Solomon Kane thing gives me very much a, drawing a blank. Bloodborne vibe. That's it, Bloodborne. Now that I think of it, wasn't Bloodborne on Kickstarter after Solomon Kane? I've had that for a while. Okay, let's unlid this. Oh, that's a 5. That's a 5. Gave a 3 to the other one. This one's a 5. Had a good grip, good suction. I kind of fumbled a bit because I was expecting to be loose like the other one. I didn't know. Okay, now this is heavy. So I'm expecting a lot of cardboard and books in here. I hope there's minis in this one because that box isn't that big. Unless it's all minis. Maybe we can do, maybe that'll work out. But I'm guessing that I think there's more expansions, I just didn't get them. Or it's one of those things, you ever see those Kickstarters where they just show a bunch of boxes, but you don't actually get those boxes, they just all come in one box? I don't know, like maybe that's what all those books are for. I don't know. Let's open this up and let's see what's happening. Wow. Okay. This is definitely the core game. So maybe that was just extras? No, this is an Arsenal box. You don't break Arsenal box what the core game is. This just must be some high level stuff. Strength, clarity, compassion, and danger. Alright. This is thick. This is nice. This is nice. It's a quality piece of cardboard. I like that. I'm assuming there's something that slides along there to measure stuff, damage. Looks like each of those are associated with one of your virtues. Like courage measures your strength, etc. Judgment measures your compassion. Oh, and it looks like they have negative stats. Like if your compassion gets down here, it gets -1, if I'm reading that right. Okay. We got a bunch of Punisher tokens. And Stargirl. Got a little Marvel NDC mixed up in there. Okay, and alright. Oh, we're getting into fancy boxes. I like me them fancy boxes. Come on, could you? I just noticed there was a lot of text on those. Can you read those? Let's check. Right. Okay, so we got cardboard. We got more cardboard. Oh, those look like minis boxes. Those look like mini boxes. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Show me what you got, Prudence. Huh. Isn't that a Beatles song? Hey, Prudence. Or something like that? No, it was Hey Jude, but there's a song and they say Prudence. There's a song about Prudence. I know. Okay. So this is the individual virtual board, virtue boards. Logo on the back. And they're thick, so they got the same thickness and depth that big board I really liked had. So the dice sit in there nicely. Oh, this is donated and reserved. Because if you put donated dice, other people can take them. Reserved dice, or when you roll them, if you can't use them, you keep them there. And yeah, and here's the thing. So if I put one across there, move any one virtue X, and then place Prudence onto the board. Oh, if I put sacrifice 3 dice there, I get Prudence on the board. I like what this is. I like this. I like what the prospect of what this is. I hope it's good. Please be good. Please be good. Because I'm liking the idea of this. These are heavy. These are well made. You're getting a lot of content in this game, and the quality seems to be like really high. Like these are probably some of the thickest boards I've ever had. But thick boards do not a good game make. Although this does sound like a good game. I'll let you know when I play, or I won't. Who knows? Okay, so there's some got a bunch of sheets that we're gonna fill out. And we got some more levels. Let's check these out. This reminds me of like Kraven the Hunter, like Kraven's Last Hunt. Any Spider-Man fans out there? Oh, we got some more CG pubs. Water tiles. Like, I get this, like, generic, it's just supposed to be more of a background. What's more important is that these lines are clear, but I do prefer the route of, like, things I can make out what they are. Like, that's a roof house, but it took me a while to make it out. It's really overly textured, kind of like treated like a video game more so than a piece of art that's supposed to be clear to see. I can clearly see that that deer got messed up. Prancer? Dancer? Oh. Not Rudolph. Like this. It's just clear to make out what's going on in the scene. I much prefer that over this. I know some will say, like, you don't want to distract from gameplay, but the experience is part of the gameplay. Especially when it's a story-based thing. At least it is for me. Different strokes for different folks. Speaking of different strokes, I used to love that show when I was a kid. It's one of those things I'd never want to go back to because I don't think it's as good as I remember. Kind of like going back to watch the original Transformers cartoons. Ugh. Just don't do it. You're so boring. The movie, though, the animated movie, amazing. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. I don't know how we ended up talking about Transformers. I don't know how that segue happened. But if you haven't seen it yet, check out the animated Transformers movie. The original. It's really good. Okay. I'm guessing these are all minis. They've got the rattle of a mini. Okay, so we're going to get down and get funky with some minis. But we're keeping it clean. I love this new mat. I'm so happy with it. It's so good. I really get a chance to enjoy it because it's usually covered with board games when we play here. But every unboxing, I'm like, ooh, look, it's nice. Now, if you guys have seen our Game Toppers preview video, which we did because we love our Game Topper, now you're probably wondering, this is a Game Topper map, but this isn't our Game Topper table. Now you're probably wondering why. What's the deal? You just said Game Toppers are great. They are. But our Game Topper currently is upstairs. It's upstairs in the house. We're using it. I'm not ready to tell you what game is on it quite yet, but it's going to be on another project. Our next video after this should be on there. All right, let's check out what we got here. Brown boxes of logos. Mini Town. Okay, all right. Interesting how these are held in here. Like they were standing. Like I gotta point that out because that's really cool. Usually they're always like late, like, you know, they're pinned. They're doing one of these. See what they look like. Let's get close and personal. Mind you, I'm telling you, I like that whole setup. I like this presentation of them. Sorry, I'm just thrown by, like, I keep looking at it, like, this whole presentation, it's like it's presented to me. Like, they're all posed, they're on different levels, I like it. Was it necessary? Probably not. Do I like it? Yes. Do I prefer it? Yes, I do. Present it to me nicely. I like unboxings, I like opening things. What do we got here? We got a bear. It's a pretty bear. His fur is a little, matted. He's a little dirty. But he's a bear. He's a bear. I don't have a lot of regular bear minis. They're usually like zombie bears or something. Actually, this was tucked in the bottom. Let's see what these are. What the hell are those? Like ghosts in cloaks. Kind of reminds me of, anybody see Endgame? The guy on Normir? Is that the place where the Soul Stone was? The guy who protected the guide to the Soul Stone. That's what he reminds me of. Looks cool. Well, I think these things are depicted as purple underneath the cards. Now that I think about it. Their shape looks familiar. So there's two of those. They look exactly the same. And now we got a wolf. He's an alright wolf. He's an alright wolf. Not bad. I just opened up, just did an unboxing of a Ragnarok. That's why I've mentioned Monolith a lot, because they're kind of fresh in my brain. And their Fenrir mini is awesome. So this one's okay. This one's okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh no, well, he jumped out. Speaking of Solomon Kane, this guy gives me a Solomon Solomon Grundy vibe from DC Comics. Ooh, he looks cool though. I'm digging this mini. This makes up for the wolf. Not a huge fan of the wolf, but I am a fan of this guy. Get him close. I want to see him close. Oh yeah, look at the look on his face. Look at him. I love it. That one's great. That's a great mini. He's got like a bit of a gut, but his arms are strong. He's holding like I don't know how big he's supposed to be. Is that like a fox or a squirrel? Don't know. He's got like some like protective ankle wear. Oh, and that's the thing. The icon, I didn't know what it was. I thought it looked like a torch. It's a stick with more sticks on it. Assuming it's his beat stick. I like the pelts on it. I really like this guy. I like he's got a very illustrated vibe to him. I like him. My favorite one in the box so far. Ah, I see why I keep knocking it over. Oh, this guy. Oh, let's just start zoomed in. I'll zoom in. Or this girl. Look at her. She looks cool. Oh yeah. Me likey. She's huge. She's also flying. But these guys, if they were standing, they'd be lucky if they could reach her crotch. That sounded so much worse than I meant. I just meant like height. I'm just gonna stop talking. Let's look at some details on her. I like her robes. I'm digging these swords. You know what I like about these swords? They're straight. Details on her boots. These are really nice minis. I like that shield. Zoom back out. Let's admire this. I really like this one. They're so vastly different than we get close on them again. Oh, those guys just impaled themselves. It's like a sacrifice to this thing. Also very tall. Oh, like the skulls in the base. Oh, I'm gonna look forward to getting close to this one. We're definitely getting close to this one. We're not gonna get close to all of them. But when they look this awesome, we will. Detail's a little soft in the regions. We've seen sharper minis, but the design, I think, makes up for it. I like the little details like the tears and cracks and scratches in the armor. Little stack of skulls. So it's they're not the sharpest minis as far as some of the details are a little buttery. But I like them because they're so nice. They're still so well done. They're still again, they're really good. They are exceptionally good. They look really good. But they do have some softer, butter-like features in here. But still amazing. And that's me nitpicking. That's definitely a nitpick because I think those are fabulous. All right. It's such an interesting presentation for the minis. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, minis. Yeah, see, they're all presented standing up. See? Not laying down. Maybe it's because they're so crazy shaped. I don't know, but I like it. I like taking them out and they're just like, oh, let me zoom out. Give this. I like that. Just zoom out and then boom, there they are. Like what a beautiful light! Like what a beautiful presentation. I can't get over. I keep bringing them back, but I love that presentation. I really enjoy. Oh, wasn't. Sorry. Trying to blank on the game. Come on, it was the other Mythic game. Super Brawl. Super Brawl? I'm trying to blank. You know what I'm talking about. But minis look awesome there. So they know how to do minis for sure. And this, like the designs of the minis are just fabulous. Okay, and I want to get close to all of them because they're so unique. They've got so much character to them. And I know, like, I'm not a painter, and I know I'm going to hear a lot of comments about this. About this big seam running through it. It doesn't bother me. I think it's because, the fact that this is offset in here. And those aren't things that I would normally, I don't care about those things really. But I know there's a lot of you out there who like to paint their minis, and they take their minis very seriously. Like I really enjoy them, but I don't have the skills to take a mini seriously. Like I can't paint them or do anything to them, so I just gotta accept what I got. And what I got is that seams and all. And here's a little detail, and I think I'm reading this right. The bear had the same deal. You notice they have a little arrow in the bottom of their stations? I think that's the way they're supposed to be facing, so they get stored away properly. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because the bear had the same thing, because the bear was on like an angle. It would show you like this weird like 45-degree angle. Okay. But I would definitely say, see, like, I wouldn't say she looks buttery. No. I would definitely say Mythic games are one of my favorite mini companies. As in companies that make minis. Like them, Simon, Monolith, Awakened Realms. I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody. But they get just great quality minis. Like this like spirally wind thing she had going. She got the same knee pads. The other one did. And same long ass sword. I'm gonna shop at the same JC Penney. You know, I got a contest coming up. And if you can tell me another video of mine that we made a JC Penney reference, I'll give you 5 entry points into our next contest. Never gonna find it. Oh, that must be Justice. Floaty. You know, I want to take back the buttery criticism. Like, it, I feel like I'm giving the impression that I didn't like these, but they're amazing. I take it back. I take it back. It's not even worth mentioning. Like the scales, I definitely want to put something in those scales. A little book latched to her side. Really cool. Alright. These are also just vastly different and amazing to look at. Okay, we're just going to start with this one of the film. She got a little foot sticking out. And it looks like a snake is wrapped around her and a shield. Oh, there's the head of the snake. Okay, wow. She's heavy. She's one of the heavier ones. But when I was mentioning buttery, it was like that. That's what I meant. I gotta stop saying that. This looks amazing. Let's just scroll up. I just want to follow that snake. Oh, she's cool. She's cool. I like the way they do their models. They have a chunkiness to them, I like. Like they're spindly in the right spots, and then they've got a good mass to them. Like, how cool is she? And I always love the way they do cloth hanging off bodies. I say they, I mean everybody who does like awesome minis. See her face? Yeah. Oh, she got a necklace. Okay, she's nice. And you got, oh, she's light. Everybody else felt like they were super solid. She seems lighter than the rest. I don't know what she's pulling out of those jars. Is she pulling it in, or is she pulling something out or pouring in? Looks like she's pulling out. I think she's light because she's hollow. I'm not looking up her skirt. Well, yeah, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Because she's like, she's hollow in there. You can make out her legs. I'll get in close later. Or right now, actually. You can make out her leg detail in there. And there you go. That's cool. Like, it looks like the detail goes really far in. Usually, by this point, it's like a solid block of plastic. Yeah, the way her hand is, looks like she's scooping something out of there. Nice. Okay, so that was all the minis in that box. Man, I'm really enjoying these. You know, like gothic minis or like horror-based theme minis. Just look the best. What else we got here? Ooh. Ooh. This looks like our heroes. Let's get that presentation. Beautiful. Love that. And I don't have a lot of games with horses, so I appreciate this. The horse looks awesome. I'm assuming that's our boy, Mr. Kane. Maybe. Because there's like, or not, I mean, he's like 4 horsemen of something. I don't know why there's 4 of them. Don't know. But it looks like him. So it must be him, maybe. Right? I love the horse. I love the action on this. What a great silhouette. It's awesome looking. They're not the same. Actually, that one isn't the same. These guys are the same. There's 3 of them the same. There's 3 of these guys. He had a gun. So no, I think that was Mr. Kane. And these are not, because there's 3 of them. I'll show you in a bit. Do a slow pan. This horse is top heavy. That is. Let's try a bit there. Kind of worked a spur on the horse. Probably just take that right off. I'm not going to do it here because if I do it on camera, I will break something. Yeah, I can take bits off, but I cannot fill in or color. I like the detail of the flame coming off of the lantern. And the whole motion of the cape blowing up and blowing in the background. So let me do a little comparison. That's what he looked like. See? They look like they're in a chase. They're different. One last slow pan of this guy. Or not slow pan, slow turn. Okay. Nice. As you can see, those guys are the exact same thing. Okay, so those are the first doubles or multiples of the same minis that we've seen. I'm afraid to put this guy in here because their swords are all like crisscrossy. I was gonna make a crisscross joke, but that best not. Something about them making me want to jump, but no. Okay, so we got 2 of these flatties. That's what they call these in the industry. They call them flatties. No. These are presented like your typical minis. So these must be our basic bitches. Yep, that's what they are. It's multiples. You don't deserve a special stand. It's a small version of that wolf. It's not the exact same thing. It's very close. It's my least favorite of the minis here. Not a fan of that one. Like, it'll be cool on the board, running away from a wolf, but oh, but I like this. That's creepy. I like that. What's the deal? What's the deal with this thing? Oh, it's like a rat. There's like rats. It's like a body that was kept captive and just died there. Why is this here? I'm not complaining. I am very excited for this thing. You know, looking at that base makes me think that in those... What are they? Hold on. I think I just had an epiphany. That wherever the characters... I put them away already. But I'm guessing that the character minis would sit like in there. Not this guy. He doesn't belong there. But I'm guessing that's why it's deep. And then when I put it on the board, hear me out. So the mini gets held there. So my Temperance mini gets held there, right? And then when I put her on the board, she offers an Explore +2 to Kane, to Solomon Kane. That's my guess. I might be totally off. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. I bet money on it. I bet money on it. But if anybody wants to take it, never happened. Okay. We got a blacksmith. This guy doesn't seem like a fighter. Seems like a quest objective. Oh, I didn't notice that until I zoomed up close. He's got his little tools strapped to the bottom of the stump. Stay zoomed in if that works better for these guys, because they're tiny. There's a lot of repeats, a few unique ones, like the ones except for the wolf. Everybody's been unique so far. Oh, we got a hunter of some sort, because there's a deer on the floor. Or an elk. Her outfit kind of reminds me of that terrible Van Helsing movie. Remember that? With Hugh Grant. Hugh Jackman, not Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant. It'd be a love story. Just a boy. I think in the movie it's just a girl talking to a boy. I can't remember what the movie is. Julia Roberts, Hugh Grant. Anyways, we're not talking about Hugh Grant. This guy, I like this guy's big stick. And there's like innuendos everywhere in this video. I am sorry. Dig his beard. Okay, so there's two of them. This guy's close. He almost fooled me. I almost thought he was the same thing. Ooh, he's got an even bigger stick. It's pointy. That's cool. So there's two of that guy. There are 4 of these haunting apparitions. You know, I put these bandages on fresh before every video, and they always get dirty opening the boxes. Close gonna get this guy. Oh yeah, it's pretty close. He's got like, well, you got the detail where he's got some sort of like mist coming out of his mouth. It's cool. It's pretty small, but he's got a lot of detail. I'm digging how ridiculous this guy looks. It looks like he works for the Queen of Hearts. Yay! Yay! Oh look, he's got little bows on his boots. Aw, precious. Could you imagine going to work and you have to dress like this? You know, eventually somebody's gonna watch this video being like, I dress like that normally. This looks like one of those, like what you would wear in one of those themed restaurants. Or like medieval times. It's got the bell and everything. I actually like that mini. I really like that one actually. Got a monk. Basic monk, but he looks good. Looks good. I'm guessing this guy's a little librarian, or he just likes to read. And he's got a, I hope that's a pet rat. Oh, that's disgusting. I couldn't live in medieval times, man. I do not like mice or rats. It can be in a house where they're like crawling over me. Ooh, barf. Can't do it. I like her. She's got her hand out, like the proper lady. Like kiss the hand. These minis are different. I think that's what I like about them most. It's like, I don't have any mini like that. Somebody dressed in this. I don't have any minis of people dressed in Victorian wear that I know of, that I can recall. I think that's what I like. I like the costumes. It's always barbarians or something like that. But I'd say these are some of my, actually, considering their Super Fantasy Brawl. That's it. That was the game. Like, the minis in that too had a lot of character in them. So I think I just like whoever does their character design for their minis. Like, well done. I don't know if it's like a group of people, one person that just works day and night, but they're doing a great job. Whoever's approving these, your art director, whoever, good job. Good job. Just love the costumes. As far as overall character design, I'd say this is one of my top favorites, actually. Costumes, like as far as for minis, I mean. Because it seems like a popular trend now is to go like just crazy over the top monsters, which I like. The Bloodborne minis were amazing. Amazing. But it's nice to see something different every once in a while. And this is different. This guy, he's got like, is that a giant cat? Hold on, we're gonna skip right to what the hell that is. It's a dog. Looks like a cat from that side though. Sheepdog, because he's got a sheep. I'm assuming he's a shepherd. Like, I don't have any minis with a sheep on his back. Man, I hope this game's good. Oh, this guy's got beers. I feel like I'm just going to bring this guy out when I'm drinking. Just have him beside me. Look at him, just one-handing that. Just palming it. Take your beer. He's happy to deliver it. I love the look on his face. There's a game I'm not doing an unboxing for. I'm not even going to say what it is, but I was so disappointed with the minis in it. I can't say what it was, but they were just so static and boring. That's cool. Is that our boy? Is that our boy Kane? It's not. It's part of his posse. You know, relative. In a world where all relatives dress the same. Those are nice. Okay, it's those back on. Only one more box of minis from the main box. Or the arsenal. Yeah, that's the main box. I don't know what would be considered a main box. You know, I hope I didn't miss out on a bunch of like add-ons and extras, but maybe I did. And if I did, there's enough content here that I'd probably never get to. There's 2 of that guy, 2 of this guy. I like his gun. Oh, he's just loaded up. You got daggers and guns and swords. Puffy pants. He's ready to go. In the box, he's actually pointing the gun at this chick. I don't think she does not look impressed. Look at her face. She is angry. She doesn't care for it. She's not having it. There's 2 of her. 4 of her. Sorry, those look like some minis came out of spot place. There's 4 of her. There's 4 of this guy. I don't know who those girls were. They look very angry. They're dressed like they'd be maidens in distress. Or maidens in distress. This dress. You get what I'm saying? But the expression on her face says, "Get away from me. I don't need no saving." Well, there's more of these guys. We've seen one of them before. There is 4 more in this pack. We had some swashbuckling. Swashbuckling. How do you pronounce that properly? Swashbuckling? I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. Ooh, I like his pants. I like him. I like his hat. Okay, what else do we have here? This guy looks like the pompous one on the boat. Kind of guy that would say, "Have at it, you cur." And we have the butcher, or the baker, candlestick maker. Let's just call him the cook. He's got like food, like a chicken. See, that's what I'm saying. He's got a chicken on his belt. Guy's got it going on. He's got it figured out. He's like inviting you into the kitchen, and he's got his own private stash in the back. Looks like he's related to the guy that brought the beer. And we got... I don't think that's a child. I think that's like a little person. Or maybe it's a child. I don't know. I can't tell. I only guess a little person because this doesn't look like a place for children. Oh, this guy lost an arm or a hand. He's in rough shape. His clothes are torn. He looks like he's in distress. That guy needs help. The girl is fine. And this guy looks like he gave birth to Lord Farquaad, and then Puss in Boots stole his hat. I like him. I like him. Now, I expected more repeats in this box. Oh, she's like doing the fainting thing. I can't wait to see how these are used. But there's no way the girl fainting is, or the girl carrying the giant, like the chicken and potatoes. There's no way she's like, you're gonna fight this person. Her head looks a little large for her body. But I like that she's holding the plate, the chicken and potatoes on it, or veggies, whatever it is. Okay. And here. More pirate. Oh, I like him. He's on top of boxes and barrels. Got a... Oh, what's the guy on the rum bottles? Or the... Is it rum? Captain Morgan. The Captain Morgan vibe to him. He means business. I don't want to mess around with this guy. And we got, looks like Solomon Kane again, or at least someone of his kind. I'm not sure why there's so many that look similar. They're not like different poses, but it looks like the same person, so I don't know what's happening. Ooh, I like his beard. This is a suave looking pirate. Looks like he's posing for the cover of like Pirate GQ. It's a handsome pirate. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Those look like the things that I thought was dead. The thing doesn't look dead. Looks just like the thing that was laying down, but it's very much moving. Makes me trust the thing that's laying down a lot less. Oh, Fabio here with the hair. On guard. Look at the cheekbones on him. You got like the duck face happening. So it looks like. Just a badass old man. There's like a broken cross and skulls on the floor. I'm digging the pirates. I'm digging these pirates. I don't have a lot of pirate minis. I'm digging these pirates. Which reminds me. I think I have a pirate game coming. Incoming. Pretty sure I backed a pirate game last year. Can't remember what it's called. Was it Everrain? Was that last year? Was it this year? What would it be this year? He's got crazy hair. And that was all the ones in this box. Okay, so we just got that box number 2 to go through. Their swords and guns are getting in the way. Okay, I'm gonna put this away, make some room for that box, set up this camera, and then we'll do this. Game on. Last box. Alright. Let's see what's in here. I'm guessing. Minis. I'm guessing. Oh, so check it out. It's just stuff, bonuses, things. What do we got here? We got this, the right hand of Doom. Isn't that a Hellboy thing? We got, looks like an art book. That was it. That was all that was in that box. So. Okay. Let's check out the art book, then we'll check out that thing. Okay, let's give it a few flips. Well, it's hardcover, so it's nice. There's our cheerleader. Oh, creepy. Those girls are creepy. So I'm assuming a lot of concept art. This is a lot. This is a thick art book. There's a lot of glare. I'm gonna turn off some of the glare or the lights. See if this make it better for you to see. There you go. That's easier. Oh, it's the artwork from the pieces we already have, and then things, creepy things. All right. Oh, the bandage coming on. I don't know how I keep getting art books, because like, I like art books, but I don't want any more. I don't have any more places to put them. So I don't know if it was like an all-in thing. Then you get them, and you get them, you get them. I don't hate having them, but I never order them if they're an extra add-on, unless I do it by accident, which I'm sure I've done at least once or twice. Yeah. So what do we got here? What am I looking at? I'm just talking and opening. Oh, it's the Right Hand of Doom. Right Hand of Doom adventure. Okay, so my bandage fell off. So now my finger looks worse because the bandage fell off. It's all like white and compressed, dented. So let's check this out. I'm digging this cover. Ooh, solid unlid. What do we got here? Let's do it this way. So we got more book for more campaignage. A list of box contents. Funny, it's the list of box contents. But if I lift it, there's the list of box contents. Come here. Can't get this out of here. Oh, I like this little. Oh, I like that with the little hand on top. Oh, I like this thing. Zoom in. Cool little hand on there. I like it. Cool. All right. And then we got a bunch of these, which zoom out, which we're not going to open because those are we're entering spoiler territory. You know what that also reminds me of is Idle Hands. Did you ever watch that movie? That was awesome. Anything under here? Oh, that was it. Okay, well, the last one was a little uneventful, but there's room for more stuff here. What? I don't know. No idea what it is there. Okay, more cards, more stuff, I'm assuming. Yeah, if I didn't get everything, I'm a little bummed I don't have everything, but at the same time, but I might have everything, I don't know. But if I do have everything, I'd never get to it anyways. There's no way I'm going to get to all of this. There's no way. I'm going to play a good chunk of it, like it, and then it's going to go into my retirement plan, which is just play games till I die, I guess. So, not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. Okay, well, thank you for joining me on this unboxing of Solomon Kane. And thank you, Mythic Games, for making this happen. Awesome minis. I'm really looking forward to this. I love the concept of the mechanics of this game. And I really hope it's good. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.